5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're live with Neve.
All right. How about it? It is Friday. Here we are. We're live with Neve in beautiful New York and New Jersey. I'm looking out. It is a gray day, but it is not excessively hot yet. Everybody around the country, I know you guys are all sweating up a storm. We've got our Florida people here. We've got our friends from Irish is out in the prairies sweating. We've got Mike Imparato out there watching stealth bombers and A-10s and all kind of madness. Sam's down in Nashville holding down the fort. She's just kicking ass. And Julie's in Swelterville, USA, which, good morning.
Good morning.
Baby? What's happening?
It is storming like a mofo over here.
Oh,
I mean, it's just like all over the place.
We've had some of that here, and I'm expecting some more today, which I don't care. I've got the air conditioning blasted. I have the windows and the curtains all closed. I'm like lurking like, I don't know. I feel like Howard Hughes. I just need a couple Mormons running around rolling joints for me or something like that.
Yeah.
But so what are you doing today? You got any plans after the show? You doing anything fun this weekend? Rehearsals, all that kind of stuff? Or what are you up to?
Yeah. Well, I have to just usual stuff. Oh God, I'm breaking my own rule about have to live my life on the air. Anyways, I have to go get the sutures out from my thing that I had done. I have to go do that after the show, so that's like fun.
Oh, too bad you're not here. We can just do it live on air. I have the cable.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, seriously, yeah. I asked them when they put it in. I'm like, yeah, can you just film the whole thing, stream it live?
Of course, the doctors have this funny malpractice gene inserted in their head by their lawyer, and no cameras in there.
Yeah, right.
I joked with them that I had secretly stuffed my iPhone in and was recording it so I could hear if they were saying I was a fat fuck or something like that on the table. They didn't look amused at first. I said, I'm just kidding, guys. Easy. They were all like, I don't know if I like this patient. Maybe he should die on the table today.
Oh, God, stop.
I'm kidding. They were very nice, and I'm sure they had no intentions of causing my demise. But, I had to entertain the notion at least and terrorize them in the process. Why, everybody, when we go to the doctor, this is my advice for you, okay? First thing is... they tell you, and they're all so serious, just interject a little humor when you can. If they ask you a stupid question, kind of answer it in the spirit it was intended, kind of. Sometimes doctors, I read a study that shows they all think they communicate 80% better than the rest of us, but then they did a study of us patients, and it found out that 43% of them found that they thought their doctor was untouchable. He couldn't talk to him, couldn't get an honest answer out of him, and thought he communicated like shit. And I mean, I had a great doctor, though. I'll tell you, the guy. If you look at my arm, everybody knows I've been beaten, I've been blown up, I've had all kind of fun stuff, and I'm ready, man. I'm going in. We go get some landscaping done, get my speed bag out. I'm ready for the world. With that, let's bring on the rest of our folks. We've got today. Yeah, go ahead, Jules.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to step on you there.
I was just going to say, we've got our usual crowd here. We've got Irish and Mike Imparato, who are both family members now in our great big, we put the fun and dysfunctional in this family. And I've got my other little sister down from Nashville. I got Sam Roark, who's, nobody better mess with Sam. They're going to have to deal with me. And believe me, you won't like me when I'm pissed off. So we're glad to have Sam here.
Thank you, David Banner.
Man, we gotta hold up, you know. We gotta fight for what's right, you know, and rock and roll and music and Sam and all of us, everybody here, you know. We really are one kind of a funky family, and I'm glad you all joined us on Friday. So let's bring on Mike.
Well, actually, I think Irish has a message for Mike.
Oh,
The Irish
that's
one.
right. That's right.
Right.
Let's get Irish's message rolling.
All right, let's get Irish's message rolling while we bring on Irish.
Man, Mike, happy birthday, my friend, from the Irish kid himself. And for your birthday, I want to give a rant of my own. One that I hold personal and dear to my heart, and it's Facebook fucking jail, okay? So let's talk about Facebook groups. So you have Kick a Puppy Monday, right? Whole group kicking fucking puppies. They don't get put in Facebook jail. Absolutely not. Double fisting your spouse group. Whole group of motherfuckers sticking their hands up each other's asses. Do they get put in Facebook jail? Absolutely not. NAMBLA Society for Creeps. It's a group. It's a thing. Facebook jail? Absolutely not. Go ahead. You can pass, go, and collect 200 children. It's fine. It's all good. All right, so look at my electrolysis-attached penis jewels. It's a whole group dedicated to showing jewels everyone's cock. Did they get put in Facebook jail? No. No, absolutely not. Pedophile pinups. Whole fucking group of them. Facebook jail? Nope. Cheat on your spouse with hooers, Mike. Hooers. It's not okay. Is that okay? No, it's not okay. Do they go to Facebook fucking jail? They don't go to Facebook fucking jail. You know who goes to Facebook jail? Rant Man Mike goes to fucking Facebook jail for speaking his mind, speaking his opinion, and keep doing it, brother, and fuck them if they don't like it. Happy birthday, my friend.
6-year-olds, because right now the whole country's celebrating. Oh, she's 106, she got the vaccine with her 72-year-old daughter. Okay, number one, if the vaccine was in plentiful supply and everybody could get it, more power to her. But since they have all these requirements, or you gotta be 65, you gotta have these conditions, or in Missouri, I think you gotta be 80. Lady comes to me, she's 106, I'm gonna say, come on, you're just being freaking greedy now. You lived through the freaking Spanish flu. You're freaking, I mean, let's face it, if a 106-year-old was on the Titanic when it sank, and you know, you have to choose who's going in the lifeboat, you certainly aren't putting a 106-year-old in the lifeboat, because she only has a couple of months at best. Possibly could pull a year out of that.
Oh my God, that was you guys. That was amazing. Thank you so much. That was so awesome.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Yeah, and you know the funny thing is, I said the guy that shot the cop in Daytona. Now, I guess that's not violence. So I said, you know, they should cut his fucking head off. I got put in Facebook jail because I'm inciting violence. The motherfucker just shot a cop in the head. But they fucking suck. They suck my ass. It is a fascist book. It's not Facebook. It's fascist book. But yeah, I'm inciting violence. He just fucking blew the cops up. I'm inciting fucking violence, motherfuckers. I hate them.
Man.
As all of our
that
Facebook
was so
links
great.
break.
I get out. By the way, I get out in 11 and a half hours. I get out.
Oh, we got to get you a cigar and a whore.
Yeah, we're gonna get you some
But what pissed me off? It was amazing because as I typed that comment, literally probably within 7 or 8 seconds, I was suspended. So I mean, I know it's all artificial. I know it's all artificial intelligence that's doing this shit. It's not somebody sitting behind a keyboard. But fuck
Amanda
that.
says
I got
we're gonna have a free mic campaign. Free mic.
I got a rant for today.
Free mic.
I think I know who the stupidest person on the fucking planet is. This fucking rant is so I can't even believe it. It's so this fucking girl has a falling out with her best friend, right? Tragically, now the best friend dies. Oh, it's very sad. This fucking girl writes to Ann Landers to ask her if she should go to the funeral. Well, guess what? She's already fucking buried. Worms are fucking made that way into the body. What are you gonna do? Call up the funeral parlor and say, "Hey, I'm asking Ann Landers if I should go to the funeral or not. Can you just keep the body on ice?" No. What the fuck? First of all, if she sent it by the fucking post office, I got news for her. By the time that fucking letter gets to fucking Landers, that lady's been in the ground for fucking 7 years because I mailed shit from Missouri fucking 3 months ago. Nobody's gotten it. So now Ann Landers has to go through the 3 million fucking letters a day she gets from all these losers that ask if should I pick my nose? Should I not pick my fucking nose? Now she's got to respond. She's got to put the letter. Pray to God she sees the answer in the fucking paper. And now she's going to run back to the funeral parlor because Ann Landers said it's okay. Guess what? There's a big black guy in the casket now because, we buried her fucking 9 months ago. How can you be so fucking stupid to think that you write a letter to fucking Ann Landers asking if you should go to somebody's funeral? Get a fucking life. Grow the fuck up. What are we doing here in this country? What are we doing?
I don't know. I ask myself that every day. I keep waiting for the big boulder that God's going to throw at us and everything. I'm like, oh my God.
Remember, God has a sense of humor, and every once in a while he
Clearly.
says that, yeah, he has to drop like a church on a bunch of worshipers in a tornado, and he's just like, don't get me wrong. It wasn't just any church. It's a church where they have a bunch of snakes and they pass them around, and if you ain't got any faith, you don't touch the fucking snake. Well, I mean, honestly, if I was God, that's gonna be my new story. I'm gonna do a bit about it every week. If I was God, if you're fucking dumb enough to fucking pass a snake during your religious worship, now you can do whatever you want. You know, my religious ceremonies are a lot more fun than theirs, obviously, but you know, we won't get into that. If you want to join, you have to pay. So. That keeps most people out. But the bottom line is, if I was God and I saw them gathered in their church passing snakes, I'd get the kids out. I'd cause God would bring an ice cream truck out in front, and all the kids would run out. And then I'd drop the tornado right on it. Get rid of the preacher, the snakes, the dumbasses who are beating their wife and making them take a snake. I don't know. I've had a lot of girlfriends.
The only time that's allowed is if Alice Cooper's the pastor.
Exactly.
There you go. I mean, but look at these assholes that send this. Look at Joel Osteen and look at that stupid freaking lady that just had the facelift with the fucking lips like the Joker now. I mean, how many? They live in freaking multi-billion-dollar fucking mansions, and these assholes just keep sending the money. Guess what? You can't buy your way into heaven. But before I do that, did you guys see the paper? Did you see the headlines yesterday of the Seattle Times? I'm so over this. I am so over this black shit. Like that one guy did the rant. He called it black fatigue. I'm over it. The headlines of the Seattle Times said that it will be hotter where the less affluent live. So you know what they're saying? They say where the blacks live, it's going to be hotter. Now the fucking sun is racist. When is this shit going to stop? It's bullshit. It's so out of freaking control. It's like the sun's saying, fuck that that ghetto neighborhood, fry them motherfuckers. No, it's not. That's not how it works. But of course, they have to turn it into something that's not. So it's just bullshit. I'm so freaking over it. Black this, black that, black this, black that. Fuck everybody. Why do we have to fucking say, why do you have to say a black athlete? Why can't you just say an athlete? Why can't you just say a woman? Why does it have to be prefaced with a color or a nationality? That's the problem. Until we stop that bullshit, racism will never freaking end. It will never end with all these fucking labels.
Mike, what is your personal pronoun?
Now I'm curious.
I know.
I'm just, you know what? I'm a proud freaking American.
There you go, amen.
I got Irish in me and I got Italian in me, but I never said once, never once in my life have I said I'm an Italian American or an Irish American. I've always been just an American here. When my father's parents came to this country and they raised him and all his brothers and sisters, they would not let anybody speak Italian in the house. And my father said, why?
Too.
And she said, because you are Americans. This is your country. Like I read a headline last week. The lack of Spanish language info is endangering the country. Fuck them. Learn the language. You know, and that's my father said. I said, Dad, how come you don't know how to speak Italian? He said, because Grandma wouldn't teach us because she said we were Americans. America was our country, and we needed to become Americans. We're not Italians anymore.
That's kind of the way it was in my family too, except that they would, except when they argued at dinner time when they all start fighting during dinner and they're all screaming at Italian over each other.
This bullshit of just be an American. If you don't like it, get the fuck out. Go.
Hey, you know what? I like everybody, and I don't care where you come from. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one race, and it's the human race. So anybody
There you
on
go.
this
That's
show,
scientifically
if you're on
fact.
my show and you're
There you go.
imitating anything, please
Just
take your
Yeah.
hyphens and enjoy them, but don't bring them around because really,
Yeah.
if you,
It's
I don't
just
care if you're here. It's a melting pot, man. Join in, learn the language, be cool, be a good neighbor. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you do. Just be cool. Be here and work fucking hard
Yeah.
like the rest of us.
we're
Anyway,
supposed to
we're
be
gonna
the
go to a
United
break.
States. Yeah.
We are, and don't let anybody fool you with all of
Yeah.
the news and division. People one-on-one are great. If you walk around every day, I'll meet people of every color. In New York City, there's everybody
Absolutely.
from everywhere. And they all get, the one thing I find in common is everybody who comes here and
in New
stays here-
York,
yeah, from the janitor to the fucking CEO.
You're
Everybody
all-
is hustling from fucking.
all even.
I go home from gigs at night at 2 and 3 in the morning, and when I'm walking around trying to go get a train or something, there's guys still working. Those Nigerians selling handbags work harder than the people who make fun of them. I fucking guarantee it. And that's just the way I believe it. My family got here. They're a bunch of Italians. They were the Mexicans of their day, along with the Irish.
Yep.
We built New York City. We built the cops. We built the fucking world. And nobody was here getting any handout of any kind. Now, again, if you're out there, don't think I want to throw poor people into a dumpster and lit them on fire, because it's not my heart at all.
No.
I love people, and I think it's terrible. The one thing I will say, our country was built by veterans and the people, our parents, our grandparents, and we've got a shit pile of vets sleeping on the streets. So, yes, I am a compassionate human being. We got to go to a break. Nobody gives a fuck about politics, mine included. Let's roll, guys.
All
See
right.
you back in 2 minutes.
We got it.
They sentenced me to 20 years of boredom for trying to change the system from within. I'm coming now, I'm coming to reward them.
Hi, I'm trumpeter Greg Adams, and I'm live with Neve.
Oh, Michael, can you do us a big favor? There's a psychiatrist that works on the 15th floor. She cannot drive. She needs a ride back and forth to work. Don't you go right down Woodhaven Boulevard? That was my first mistake saying yes. I should have said, I don't know how I go to work. So, of course, I can't say no to anybody. Now, next day, I have to meet this lady at her house. They don't tell me nothing about her. She's this freaking tall. She was a little person. Now, didn't know she had no use of her limbs. Walked like this. Didn't tell me that I had to pick her up and put her in my car. So the first thing I do is I pick her up, go and put her in the car, I smash her freaking head on the freaking door sill, gave her a concussion. Not how I want to go to work.
Hey Mike, happy birthday from Jules. And man, love you. Love everything you do. Thank you so much for sharing your talent and your time with us. And I know all of us here at Live with Neve, the audience, everybody, man, you're the best. Love hearing you. And, you know, it's always funny because you send a rant, or I get a rant, or you do a rant is what I'm trying to say. You do a rant that I actually about some topic that I was actually pissed off about like a few days prior to it. I'm like, yes, Mike is ranting about that. Great. Now I feel so much better. It's like verbally eviscerating people. It's a lot of fun. All right, man. Have a fantastic fucking birthday. You're the man. We love you. Rock on. Metal out, bro. Yeah. Happy birthday,
Freaking
Mike.
screwed up. You're an NYPD cop. You're involved in a shooting, or you got shot. And now all the trauma you got to deal with, the PTSD. And they say to you, all right, you got to go to health services and talk to the psychiatrist. You walk in your office and you're looking at the mayor of freaking Munchkin City. That's good. How can you even take it seriously? Because you were involved in a shooting. We have the perfect person you go talk to. Hello. No, sorry, because she didn't have use of her limbs. Hi, I'm Virginia. No, fuck you, I quit. I'm done. I'll go talk. It's just Now you know why the NYPD cops were so screwed up, because they had a little person as the trauma psychiatrist. And all you that thought it was funny, no, you bastards. I will get even with you before I die. That's it. Hope you enjoyed this skit. End of rant.
All right.
As the lion from the Wizard of Oz would say, "Shucks, folks, I'm speechless."
I don't know what I can do.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, you know, it's here we are. It's 10:15. Actually, 10:20. We're beyond half past the hour, but that's okay because it's all
Not half past, we're beyond quarter past, but yeah,
right.
close
So,
enough.
you know, what's the point of having a radio show if you can't just randomly go, well, fuck the timing. I own the place.
There you go.
It's like God when he throws, on those people passing snakes. It's like one tornado, he has a few laughs that day. He's like, solve that problem. At any rate, for all of those who are not into passing snakes, we have a great guest on today. Why don't you go ahead and drag Sam
Poor
on
Sam.
with us. Poor Sam's been up. Look at her. She's so cute.
She's ready. She's
Look at her.
ready.
She's sitting there. Sam, you look great this morning. You're just sitting there all full of sunshine.
You're too
You must have slept last night. You look like you're all just perky and shit.
Oh, did I? Do you see the bags? You want to look at
Well,
them?
yeah, but I figure that's
Yeah.
cumulative. I know you're.
I'm right there with you, sister.
I slept awesome last night.
I can just tell you have a nice, happy. You're just looking great. Everybody's looking great. In fact, I tell you what, man, I've got the hardest working crew in show business here. They're all planning a wild and crazy weekend, and hell, I've got to just say this to everybody. Thank you so much for being on the show with me and Julie and just all of you guys. You're like my
Thank
best
you,
pals.
guys.
And I
Thank
love you all
you. Thank
from my
you.
heart. And
Yes.
for those of you not been watching for a while, Sam is an extremely talented singer, songwriter, and just all around cool chick. And
Thank you.
Irish is also one of my friends who I can't say enough good about. We've only been friends for about a year, but I consider you a brother, man. And Mike, I knew you from the first time I saw you. I was like, oh, this guy, we're going to get along great. It's probably a good thing I don't drink anymore. I'd probably lead you into all kinds of trouble, you know. In fact, now that I don't, I'll lead you into trouble, but at least I'll have the bail money to get us out.
I was just about to
There you
say,
go.
Jules, we're going to pick him up from jail again. Yeah, let's go.
There you go.
Nope.
All right, you guys do
I
your
have not
thing,
been in
whatever.
any trouble other than
Alright,
verbally. I've
thanks.
annoyed and insulted a few people who sent me interesting things that I then used to make fun of them. Because, I mean, anybody who gets abused here, they deserve it. I am the king, and I will dictate who and what gets to fuck around on the show.
Yeah, well, we have a lot of things fucking around on the show if you let me.
Well, yeah, I bet we do. So, speaking of that, exactly how did you acquire the lion's fucking sample? That is a true, accurate term, people. So don't get upset. If you
And it's
hear
a
the
true
word fuck.
curiosity. We should know.
Yeah,
forgot I heard that this morning.
about how the lion was what? Would you
You
say?
know,
the lion-
pounding the lioness. Tackling the
Yeah.
lioness.
Yeah,
He was
this
halfway
one-
Me,
Yeah,
yeah.
that one was that was
I do that
that was the
every
alpha
night.
male. That was the alpha male right there doing the and now here's the
God,
chick.
I wish I had that on loop.
I do.
It sounds
that's
like
a
the bed,
female.
but it's getting a good pound going on a rhythm.
Right. So that's female lion. That's the lioness getting it. You know.
Yes, yeah.
Right.
My
You
neighbors
can't
like
take
getting
it down to
pound
the
every
princess.
night.
Kitty style.
Howdy.
Oh my God! Did you guys ever see the episode of You guys ever see the episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia when Mac has the ass pound of 4,000, and they're all at the counsel's office. They're trying to convince because he doesn't accept the fact that he's gay, and he's got the big dildo on the exercise bike every time you pedal it, rams you in the ass. And he was like, "It's not a dick. It's I forget what he was calling it, but it was so freaking great." the psychiatrist was so stunned that he was going, "Why? How does this insinuate that I'm gay?" It just motivates me.
It's
And
fine. I got the Pounder
the
4000.
dildos pounding him in the ass every time he's. Oh, it was so that show is so insane.
God.
Wow. Well, I've learned. You know, I've actually learned something here. I guess I've lived a sheltered life. I don't know.
Oh, you got to watch that show. Just look up the clip on YouTube. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Ask Pounder 4000. You just got to see that. You got to see that clip.
Show's hilarious. Yeah, it's a good show.
Danny DeVito is great, man.
He's the best.
He's great.
Oh yeah.
The episode when he steals the boat and he's got all the Chinese tourists on the boat and they want him to narrate because they're like, and he's going, "All right, so I love banging whores. I live with Matt. I live with Charlie, and we spoon, but we're not gay." And he's going, a lot of bodies buried in this river. And the Chinese guy now, he's telling the other people, and they're all going, "Oh!" And then it gets to where he's going because he's trying to steal the boat to get to a movie, and he freaking just jumps off and leaves all the Chinese tourists. But it was freaking great. Oh yeah, I love banging whores. I love whores. And I was like, it's the greatest narration ever, man.
Oh man, I love it.
That's hilarious.
That show is
when
the
I worked
best.
for Muzak, I used to be able to. Various stores have codes where you can walk around the store and punch in like star number 1 and make your own announcements. Which I don't know. I'm still a 12-year-old as far as my humor quotient. I
think we all are. That's
to terrorize.
Yeah.
Like,
That's how this works.
First off, if you're in Kmart, I'm sorry, you're fair game, including myself.
Kmart? Where's there a Kmart?
No, not a Kmart, a Walmart. Excuse me.
Okay,
I
I
love
was
Walmart.
gonna say, what the hell is a Kmart?
I park in.
Wait,
the
you don't know
parking
about
lots.
Kmart?
No, I do. I'm
all right.
just being facetious. I was gonna say, no, there are some people who probably don't.
Because I was going to say, we got more problems right now if you don't know what Kmart is.
Yeah, right. Any rate, I can't go on anymore about Kmart, but I do say I think it's fun occasionally to say that there's a special on various items around the store. Like there's a 50-gallon at Costco. It works too. A 50-gallon drum of KY jelly.
Oh
and the
my
Ash Pounder
God!
4000.
Yes, I have a cleanup on aisle 14. We have a 50-gallon drum of KY that's crashed. It looks like there's 6 others that are about to fall off. We're gonna have a massive slippage, and you're gonna have shrinkage. Because remember, every store when they categorize losses, they characterize it as shrinkage. Which for all you guys out there, we all know what happens when you go outside in cold weather.
Like George told Seinfeld, it's shrinkage, Jerry. It's shrinkage.
It's shrinking.
When they went out in the Hamptons, and George got caught naked, and the girl was stunned at how small his dick was. And Seinfeld was like, and he's going, "That's shrinkage, Jerry. That's shrinkage." Yeah, that episode was great because the pool water was cold, so his dick was like inside out.
Well, I have to say we've covered some great topics in the past 15 minutes. I'm going to try and get back to controlling the show here for a minute.
This is the show. What are you talking about? This is the show.
I just got to throw out a shout out to my number one fan. I got to throw out a shout out to my number one fan and groupie, Dingbat Debbie. And I'll be seeing you soon, and I love you.
I know Debbie, and I think she's great. She's a character. That's all I can say. Man, I'm telling you,
dude. You've been
on our show. We cover all topics. Man.
Oh my God! Poor
nice
Jules.
alliteration. Nice alliteration.
I exactly, and we also use big words like alliteration. At the same time when we're talking about dildos pumping some guy.
Dingbat. No, that's not. No, Dingbat Debbie. There's a B in there, not a D. Sorry.
Oh, I know. No. I thank you for the English lesson, Miss Jules. I love it. Thank you. That's why she's here, to keep all of us on the straight and narrow.
Okay. Right.
So Sam, let's just talk, man. What have you been up to? We only got a couple minutes, and we're gonna have you play and really find out what you're up to.
But, I've been up to a lot. Everything. I've got new music coming out. I've been taking a little bit of time to get a ton of new content. Traveling, playing with a few different great artists right now, getting to share some shows and stuff, and it's just been incredibly busy. I'm about to have a good weekend though, so I'm ready for a relaxing day on the 4th. So
excellent.
But
so
we got new songs coming, so that's the biggest
this
thing.
Weekend, is that what I'm understanding?
Sorry, what was that?
Do you have no gig this weekend, or you act like an actual civilian on 4th of July?
Yeah, so actually, I'm going to be a normal civilian on the 4th of July. I'm going to be playing though over the weekend, but 4th of July, I'm going to be home. So that's the biggest thing that I'm looking forward to. I haven't got to do that very much. So.
Absolutely. Well, I'm glad you're having some time to chill. I know I just
yeah, man. I've been traveling for like 2 months straight, and it's kind of nice to just kind of have some downtime for a little bit.
Excellent.
Get myself back together. I've got a new EP, full EP release coming this late summer, early fall, but we're releasing the singles one by one from that.
All
so,
right.
yeah,
Very
so
good.
I'm pretty
Nice.
good.
Well, I have to tell you, for those who are watching the show, both Sam and I are members of a group called ISSA, and it's 10:30, Julie, so as soon as I finish this ISSA prep, we're going to roll to a break. ISSA is a great organization. Sam and I are both members, and she will be joining me for the first Asbury Park ISSA membership group. I am the chairman of the group, so if you live in New Jersey, if you play rock and roll, if you play any kind of music and you're a songwriter or singer or a band that plays original stuff, we're going to have a great show. The date and the location, it is the last week of July, and we're here. We're going to be shooting in New York. We've got all kinds of stuff planned. I have some celebrity lunches we're going to be doing.
Wow.
All I want to tell you is you're going to see some really great stuff, so block out your calendar. There's going to be a week of shows in July.
Oh,
and
cool.
It's kind of like a rebranding of us because we've managed to stagger along this past year. We're coming up on a year and a half now, and this is like the halfway point between the next year, and so it's real exciting. Sam's been a guest on a bunch of times, and hell, I remember the first time I saw you, and I just looked at my girlfriend, and I said, "I'm gonna call this chick. I'm gonna find out if she's got a producer."
I remember when you
Uh-oh.
reached out to me too.
I don't know if you're allowed to use the word chick. Somebody's going to be offended.
No, I use chick
I
all
would
the
just
time.
like to say that I identify as a hat.
I
All
identify
right.
as a chick.
You know,
so
hey,
I'm good.
right now,
I
I'm sure
identify as a female
somebody's.
hat.
I'm sure right now somebody's hiding in the corner crying because somebody used the word chick. Oh my God.
Well,
wait. You might throw in dame and broad and
chick.
chick.
Is
No,
not
I
like
love those
dame or
words.
broad. It's
I
totally
like
a
dame
term
and
of-
broad.
Well,
So
I
we
do
can't
too,
say
especially
say bitch anymore either, huh? That one got
What?
thrown out the window. We can't say
Well,
bitch
Bitch?
either.
I say bitches all the time. Bitches.
We can
bitches,
say anything we
bitches.
want, but
Or
just
what
we're
about-
making people cry.
What about tell somebody a twat
do a whole
or
show
twat
on that.
waffle? Any rate, listen,
Are we in
guys, we got to
Britain?
go to a break. We're gonna roll out of here. We're gonna all the twat waffles and fading goats, please.
Are we
leave.
in
Let's play
Britain?
some rock and roll.
English?
It's time for a break, girl.
Okay, bye.
I'm Neil from Live with Neve. We have an exciting connection for our veterans, country music fans, and there is something for everyone. Gone Country Hats at GoneCountryHats.com. That's right, we've partnered with Gone Country Hats at GoneCountryHats.com. See you soon.
Like a melting flake of snow this year. I won't be sad to see it go.
Hi, I'm Darren F. Flynn, a singer-songwriter from Ireland, and I'm on Live with Neve.
I would have said it couldn't happen here. The people we
Now, driving this lady back and forth, and Leslie and Nancy and Dennis and Rob all having a ball with this. Oh, this is hysterical for them. Now, driving this lady back and forth, and Leslie and Nancy and Dennis and Rob all having a ball with this. Oh, this is hysterical for them. So now, driving her back and forth. One day we leave work, the car is 2 freaking blocks away. I have her under my freaking arm, this way, under my arm, running to my freaking car. Why? How did I get involved? Another time, I have my truck, I'm taking my truck to work. It's got a big 1-ton suspension. We didn't have seatbelts on. I go to make a left turn onto Woodhaven Boulevard. I hit a freaking pothole. She stops sailing out the passenger freaking window. I'm trying to keep control of the truck. I'm grabbing onto her. I didn't ask for any of this shit. Nilsa, Nancy, Leslie, Ron, you all had a freaking big joke about it.
Hey everybody, Neve here from Live with Neve. I just want to wish a big happy birthday to my cast member and good friend Mike Imparato, Mike the Rant Man. Mike, I know you're out in the middle of the country, in the middle of the heat wave. Love you, brother, and so glad you're part of our cast, man. I will look forward to talking to you on the phone in person on Friday during the show, and everybody watching. Remember, it's Mike's birthday this weekend, so wish him a big happy birthday, and check us out on Live with Me Friday at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m.
Now, this is the icing on the cake. I pick her up, driving her to work. She says to me, now this is exactly how she spoke, like the mayor of Munchkin City. Oh, we don't have to go to work today. My family has a cabin upstate with a hot tub. Oh, no. Then comes the next line. I dated the captain of the college football team. No, you didn't. Unless there was some college in Zimbabwe or somewhere. But it was no Ivy League school, that I can tell you. So I say, no, Virginia, we're just going to go to work. I'm married. You know that. Now, my wife at the time comes up to have lunch with me, and I introduce her to Virginia, and she just did this. So Bridget says, holy shit, that lady wants me freaking dead. I said, yes, she does. So now, I'm still driving her back and forth. Don't ask me how I got involved. Oh, Nilsa, that's how I got involved. Now we go to a retirement party. And she's there, and now she's furious at me because I wouldn't go to the cabin with the hot tub. Oh, no. And all the wise asses that kept saying, hey, look on the bright side. If she was taking care of business, you'd have a place to put your beer. No, I wouldn't. Now we're at a retirement party. We're all freaking drinking and everything. You know, that's what we do. Now she freaking says to the inspector running health services at the time that I needed to go to the farm to dry out. Oh, no. So I went straight to Nilsa's office and said, okay, you started this shit. You end it. She had to go talk to the inspector and say, hey, this has become a fatal attraction thing. He's not a heavy drinker. Oh, I was a heavy drinker. But no, here's the worst part of the story. Now, picture this. And you wonder why cops are so freaking screwed up.
I am blown away. You guys, I had no idea you were doing this today. It is just so amazing.
I got one question though. I mean, so were you drinking during this period of time? Because if you were, after every drink, did she get like 3 inches taller?
I was gonna say, did she look a little better?
There was no amount of alcohol in the world was going to change that shit. Nothing.
Like high glasses and beer goggles.
I truly think, Mike, that I've seen and done like almost anything a man could possibly see or do in this life. I mean, there's not much that freaks me out anymore. I just sort of look at it and go,
when she said to me, let's go upstate to the hot tub instead, I almost fucking died. I'm like, I think if I took like 100 fucking Viagra, I wouldn't be able to get a hot on.
I was going to ask you, was she attractive in any way? Did she have a pretty face?
No. She was the mayor of Munchkin City in a female version, and that's all there is to it.
Oh my God!
I've got to tell you, man, I feel like I've been slighted in this life. Not once have I ever had a little person ever express any attraction for me. And I, like you, Mike, I thought of possibilities of where you could place your beer or an ashtray or something. Kind of in some weird way.
She's trying to like tell me how she satisfied this captain of the football team, and I didn't even want to hear it. Because there's she could have told me that she spun around on his dick like a fucking whirly thing. It wouldn't matter.
I think
Not
what
happening.
you could
Not
attach her
happening.
to a bungee cord and have her, and you could
Oh
spin
my
that
God.
fucker like a hot
Yo-yo.
tub.
Oh my God.
I just gotta say, man, every time I hear you reference your time with NYPD, Mike, I swear to God, they were just out to get you fuckers. It was like, let's see what we can do to them
I mean, can
now.
you imagine you're involved up? I mean, I was never involved in a shooting. But can you imagine you're involved in a major shooting and then you walk into the office and she's fucking 2 foot tall? I mean, come on.
I'd be looking around the room, fucking wondering if she was there. I'd be,
secure.
oh, I didn't mean to stomp on you. I'm
But
sorry.
what if she's
Please,
late? I mean,
please.
does Mike come in running with this girl if she's late? She's like, oh shit, she's late for work. Here comes in Mike with
You
the
could get a
touchdown
bowling
Yeah.
ball bag.
Because that
No,
one
I'm
day
sorry.
the rain was coming down in buckets, and I'm like, well, shit. If I wait for her to walk to my car, we won't get there till Thursday. Number one. So
I'm
I said,
sorry.
fuck it. I said, how am I going to carry this fucking lady? So I had to
you
put her under my
motherfuckers
arm.
are gonna get us all canceled.
I put her under my arm lengthwise, and I'm, of course, all the cops they were just fucking loving it.
You look like OJ running over the barricades.
I'm not
I'm
in
like,
charge of any of this. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Listen, I have to put up a disclaimer here first off.
No,
okay?
you don't. Stop
No,
doing the
Wait a
disclaimer.
minute.
late. We're all
Listen,
fancy.
we don't hate on
There's
any
no
little
point.
people, all right? We don't hate on anybody. We're just having
People
some
know
fun.
that. It's just a
So
show,
please,
dude.
look.
All I
we're-
can think of
You
though
know,
when Mike talks
stop
about
it.
officer therapy is that scene in the other guys. Have you seen the movie with Will
Oh,
Ferrell?
yeah.
When he's in the fucking therapy session, they're like, "Hey, you're the guy that shot Derek Jeter."
You know, I'm trying to remember back now when we had that retirement party. I don't think I did it, but somebody had to lift her up and put her on a stool. She ain't climbing up there by herself.
Oh my God, this is well. You know, I have to tell you, Denny Crane,
Man,
the
I
guy
think
in
they were just
Boston
messing
Legal.
with you. I really do. I think their
No,
whole goal was
no.
to see how uncomfortable they could make
No.
you.
I tell you what, they had this. They did an episode where Captain Kirk was dating a little person, and he,
No, they did not.
and he was yes, they did.
Oh
It was
my
on
God.
Boston Legal. Denny Crane dated a little person, but he had already been banging her mom for decades.
Oh my God.
And the mom comes back while he's dating the little person, and ends up dragging him to Montana for a weekend of, hokey pokey dances and shit like this. So
Holy
the
shit.
little person was pissed. And let me tell you, man, you don't know. Even a little person will kill you, man. I always watch out. I'm always looking behind me for who's going to sneak up. And I'll tell you, man, you wouldn't even see him. You'd be like this. I'm fucking safe. Next thing you know, they fucking stabbed you in the kidney with a fucking little tiny,
Oh my
fucking
God.
little
What?
person's little knife.
I didn't put it in. I didn't put it in that ramp. But this big guy, Donnie Sharp, he was like 6'5". When he used to get in the elevator, he'd get right in front of it and just start farting like crazy, right in her fucking face. I mean, it was so horrible. And I
Oh
felt
my
bad
God.
because in the vestibule there was 2 sets of glass doors, and she had no way to open doors. So if she got into the first set of doors and nobody
There's
held the other
special
door
place
open
to
for her,
deal.
she was stuck in that. It was bad.
Sorry, that's
It was
not
so
bad.
bad, man. No, Donnie Sharp was so horrible to her.
There's a special place in hell for
this?
anyone that farts in an elevator. Listen to me and all viewers. This is a fucking PSA right now. Pardon my French. If you poop in an elevator, there is a special place in
It's in
hell
hell
for you.
for you.
God don't like ugly.
Hey, let me tell you a true
Elevator,
story.
get a kid.
A friend of mine. Wait, a friend of mine was with Tammy Wynette. First time he's ever met her, and he's with Tammy and another friend of hers. They're mutual friends, right? Actually, I can't go into the names and give too much away. But somebody farted in the elevator.
Oh my
And
God.
my friend wasn't the one who did. So they were having a nice little bit of chit chat all the way up the floors, wherever they were. And the elevator would stop, somebody get in and out, and hopefully some of that funk would waft out. But no, my buddy said they went from like the first to the 12th floor, and not a sound was made after the 6th floor.
Oh
And
my
then-
God.
And they all got out of the elevator, and my friend said, he's like, "Oh, it's such a pleasure to meet you, Tammy."
Oh my
Oh
God.
my
All I
God.
can
I
tell
got
you is,
one.
remember
Go
that,
for it,
though.
Irish.
We all fart proudly, as Ben Franklin
You
would
definitely
say.
do, man. But here's one. And I'll never forget this. We're at Traverse City, Michigan, and we're in they call it the Glass House, Grand Traverse Resort. We're on our way up the elevator, and it's my grandfather, my grandmother, very classy. Very. Then there's me, this little shitty redheaded kid, and then there's the elevator guy, right? So we're going up the elevator, and the elevator guy has this big hearing aid, and we're going up, and all you heard was, and instantly my grandfather looks right at me, and he goes, "Stop it!" I'm like, "I didn't do anything." And we look over at each other, and we look at the guy doing the elevator thing. He goes, and then he goes, and then we all kind of look back at my grandmother, who's sitting in the back like this.
Oh my God.
And so we're trying to be cool, man, because my grandma's a classy lady, man. And this fucking guy pulls his hearing aid out and taps on it. And we just lost it. We fucking lost it. It's like, he's like, "Oh, there's something. What's wrong with this thing?" And we're just like, "Oh my God." And yeah, grandma farted in the elevator.
Oh my God.
And it smelled like a fucking wet goat, man. I tell you.
Wet goat. I love it. Well, here we are live with Neve. I think we've broken new ground. We occasionally
all
hear
rules
a fart,
gone,
but all rules, and thank God we're not on terrestrial radio. For those of you who don't know what terrestrial is, it means the ground. Okay, terrestrial. Okay, and
like Terra,
terrestrial radio,
Terra, sci-fi
like Terra, part of landfill. Those of you who didn't have any Latin in your life, but.
Or
it's
Terrans,
really
if you're
cool.
a Galaxy or a Guardians of the Galaxy fan, you know what a Terran is? It's a person from Earth. Or,
from Terra Del
Fuego. I like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Great freaking love it. Absolutely love it.
Best fucking soundtrack to a movie in 10 years.
Hell yeah.
Great, and what a soundtrack, man. What a soundtrack.
What a fucking top-notch soundtrack.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking amazing. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, listen, guys, I have to say, Sam hasn't even gotten to play a tune yet.
We need to hear her, yeah.
Let's let Sam play.
I like it better just sometimes when we talk.
I do too. That's what my girlfriend says
Sam,
too.
I didn't know you had that in you, Sam.
Sam, can we spoon with you?
We can spoon later.
We
no
want
homo.
to spoon later, okay?
All right, so I'll tell you what.
Give us some spooning music.
Hey, let me say this. My favorite breakfast in the world is a good plate of grits in my bed. Just sitting there eating, chowing down. That's a breakfast I can appreciate. So
I'm just going to let you handle that one, Sam, and I'm backing out.
Sometimes the best meal in the whole world.
Nice. Breakfast in bed.
Hot,
Jesus.
Buttery grits.
Oh my gosh.
I'm getting sweaty here, girl. I'm telling you, man. I'm fanning myself
It's
off
sweet
here.
as mama's iced tea. And got a body line that is Jim Beam. She's strong like boots on her feet. Smooth as a rock skipping in the creek. She'll charm like Southern Belle and raise some kind of hell. Tight lips, unless you say they didn't like Granny's creme brulee. If you wanna run with her, take a sip and saddle up. Grits, Grits. Girls are race in South, yeah, grits, Grits. Sweet potato pie's gonna shut your mouth. Grits, Grits. Girls raised in South, yeah, grits, Grits. Backwoods are shining, got the whole world talking about grits. She got pearls with a Sunday best. Town where it's right, making you feel blessed. Won't draw like molasses. Get your heart racing when she's shaking her hips. If you wanna run with us, take a sip and saddle up. Grits, Grits. Girls are raised in South, yeah, grits, Grits. Sweet potato pie's gonna shut your mouth. Grits, Grits. Girls raised in South, yeah, grits, Grits. Backwoods are shining, got the whole world talking about grits. Little holy water with sharp tongue with Southern girls don't take no grits. Grits. Girls raised in South, take grits. Grits. Sweet potato pie's gonna shut your mouth. Grits. Grits. Girls raised in South, grits. Grits. Backwards is shining and the whole world talking about grits. A little bit of the acoustic version of grits.
All right. Breakfast special right there, baby.
Yeah, we all like a little bit of grits now.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah,
Best thing in the
absolutely.
morning, I tell you what. I swear by it.
What's a grit? Okay.
Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, Vinny.
No,
All right, Vinny.
I eat them all the time. I know what they are.
How they made me fall off a stool.
Where's Kmart? Where's the grits? Get the fuck out of here.
You don't know
I
what
don't know what
grits-
you
grits?
people are talking about at all.
You don't know what grits are, Julie, after all
Of course I know what grits are, for the love of God. I'm being
I gotta say one thing. I gotta say one thing about this fucking Boston accent. I gotta get it off my chest. What I want to know is who the fuck got off the Mayflower and said, "Hey, I'll see you guys later. I'm heading up north to fuck up with the alphabet. Change the way they pronounce the letter fucking A." Who came up with that idea? How did fucking car become, "Hey, I'm gonna go start the cab"? Who got off the fucking boat and said, "Nah, fuck you. I'm gonna see you guys later. I'm going up to Boston and I'm gonna fuck them all." Who just started to destroy that freaking out? I don't know. It drives me crazy.
Yeah,
Well, I'm gonna go take the dog for a whack. What is a whack? You're gonna whack the dog. You're gonna walk the fucking dog. Make up your mind.
Down by the harbor.
I put an A
I'm
on the end of everything. I can't
I'm gonna go in the habit, yeah.
Hello, I'm Ted Kennedy, and I'm home, and I'm going to go out and drown some campaign workers. Oh, fuck, I slipped into redneck there. That's what happens when you don't know where you're from. You're a homeless man.
Appalachian American. Can't be hillbilly or redneck no more.
There you go.
I'm Appalachian American by birth, so I get to be, so fuck y'all.
You can say whatever the fuck you want then, right? Tell them a bunch of pig fuckers, leave your girls alone.
Look, if they don't know that they're far out that the whippoorwills didn't wear panties, the hoot owls will get a hold of them. They don't know what that means. So,
all right, everybody who's watching, if you don't know who we have on here, we have the lovely and talented Sam Roark. Sam's going to be up here in New York, and Julie and I are going to be hanging around in the city doing a bunch of shows the last week. For all of you ISSA people watching, check out Sam and Julie and myself, and hell, we could get everybody else here, we would. But next summer, we're going to have a gathering here in Asbury with all these mofos, and it's going to be hosted by moi, and all I can say is when Neil is king, the party swings. So
there you go.
I have so many jokes. Yeah.
I bet you do. You've seen me throw a party before. You know what may happen.
Bring the little people.
Bring the little people, Mike. In fact, Mike, have you got her number? She might still live in New York.
Sadly, she passed away.
No.
Sadly, she died about. They told me I think she died about 7 years ago.
Look, life is about experiences, okay? And some things I've done, I won't tell anybody, and that would be one of them probably. But you never know.
See, that's the thing. So I don't know. I got lower standards. I did time in the joint. When you're in the joint, every year your standards get lower. So year 1, year 2, year 5, year 20.
The prison
year
chaplain
20,
looks pretty good by the time you've been in.
Oh yeah, he'd have got it.
We had a guy we worked with in construction, Nelly Coyle. It said his only standard was, does it breathe? That was it. That was his only standard.
Oh
God.
I'm not quite there yet.
What do you say? 8 to 80, blind, something or crazy. Does it breathe?
He sounds like my old guitar player.
Yeah.
I won't say which one, but Julie knows deep in her heart.
Yeah, but when you start doing that, your dick ends up looking like a curly fry. Yeah, you remember that?
Oh my God.
That's a good bit of information right there.
Oh my God.
He said curly. I hear that's not in. We have Debbie's.
When you mess with too many people and your dick starts to look like a pigtail, you need to worry about your life. Okay.
So Sam,
Kind of curly cute.
Going?
Look at
Tell
Sam.
me about your vagina, since these guys are talking about their dicks. Why don't we talk about our vaginas?
You want to talk about vaginas? I'm in, man.
Hey,
I'm all
ears. Over there, don't touch my no square.
Oh my God! It's turned into a porn show. It's a freaking porn show.
Not yet,
Once
it's not.
again, we're scraping into the bottom of the barrels. Our numbers are dropping by the second.
I could sing some David Allen Cole if you want me to drive it on home.
Let's do that, Sammy.
Yeah.
There, baby. Yeah, let's play some David.
Oh, you really want me to do a David Allen Cole song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me grab one that won't get us fully canceled, that doesn't have any terrible language. Oh, wait, can it include drugs and possible slight animal cruelty?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why not? Animal cruelty is
got
just
it.
me and a hot date on a weekend. Don't worry about it.
So here's
Remember,
the rules
we're
for
all
this.
animals.
I do know one that we can pull off here, but it is
All right.
highly inappropriate if there's any Karens out there.
Okay, Karens and fainting goats.
Karen.
That's
And
your
I've
signal
never
to go
ever
away.
played this song in front of humans before, so I'm going to experiment with you, fine folks.
Well, we're not. Whoever said we're
Humans.
human, we're more like subhuman. You know.
Yeah.
We don't have any standards.
So has anybody heard Dakota the Dancing Bear Part 2? Anybody ever heard that song?
No, but I like it already.
All right, well, I got one for you now. It's going to be a little bit of a story tune, all right? It's not so much of a sing song, but I got a little story to tell you, all right?
All right. Bring it on.
All right.
Sarah.
It drove a semi and she pulled up to the pond. Donna wanted a Coca-Cola and started out on the jump. She said, hey, Dave, there's something you gotta see. That man has got a dancing bear tied up to that old tree. And I said, dance, Dakota, dance, all around the country store. Me and Sweet Betty ain't never seen a bear that could dance before. It's a 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4. A bottle of soda and I'm dancing for. So dance, Dakota, dance, all around the country store. Well, these hippies walked up to the cage, giving pills to that old bear. I don't know what they's giving him, had it pulling out his hair. Tried to keep time to the music with the beat of my tambourine. Gave him wine from a mason jar and we all began to sing. Dance, Dakota, dance, all around the country store. Me and Sweet Betty ain't never seen a bear that could dance before. It's a 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4. A bottle of soda and dance some more. Dance, Dakota, dance, all around the country store. Now you see, I went out to Los Angeles and there's a semi-truck on the side of the road. And it said Dakota the damn dancing bear on the side of it. They charge you 50 cents to watch. So I turned over to old Arlo, and I said, Arlo, we ought to get down off these motorcycles and walk over there and see if that's the same old bear Miss Betty told us about when she was driving that semi-truck for us. You know, back there in Nashville, Tennessee. So we got down off our motorcycles. We walked over there eating our pickles. And there's about 400,000 or 500,000 of these hippie freaks standing around at this rock festival. And it appeared that David Allen Cole and Chris Christopherson, the Grand Funk Railway, was in town playing that day. And their airplane had got hijacked somewhere over Chicago, Illinois. So it turned out that the people with the short hair, they started throwing rocks at the people with the long hair. And the people with the long hair started throwing the rocks back. And then we came to find out, when you're at a rock festival in California, you're supposed to carry your own rocks. So I walked over to the bear's cage, and he looked at me and he said, I know you. You're David Allen Cole, and that's Arlo Guthrie over there. Sings country and western music on jukebox radio and television, and y'all gave me some damn acid when I was in Nashville and started me to dance around this truck. And I said, that's right, son, and I'm here because you signed a contract with me, and now you owe me 20% of all that money you've been making out there on the road. He said, man, I ain't got no damn money. And I said, well, what the hell did you do with it? And he pointed the next cage over there, and there's a female bear over there shooting up heroin. And before I could say anything, I turned around and saw there's a Greyhound bus painted black and white. And it said the David Allen Cole Show and the Mysterious Rhinestone Cowboy with the Tennessee Hat Band on the side. And there's a woman driving the bus. And sure enough, it was old Push-Up Betty. She didn't have no bra on. And she said to me, hey, Dave, come here quick. There's something you got to see. That man has got a dancing bear tied up to that old tree. And I said, dance, Dakota, dance, all around the country store. Me and Sweet Betty ain't never seen a pair that could dance before. It's a 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4. A bottle of soda ain't no dance some more. So dance, dance, the color dance all around the country store.
All right, everybody. You've been live with Neve with Sam Roark.
That's freaking
Sam,
great.
That was good.
And a perfect way to roll out of the show.
Absolutely.
So,
thanks,
everybody
guys.
who's watching today at 4:00, we have some excellent talent coming on. For any of those who, I used to make jokes over the years about dating Stacey's mom. There was a great song.
Got it going on.
She's got it going on. And so does Live with Neve, because today I have the guitar player from Fountains of Wayne. He'll be coming by the house. We're going to be hanging. We're going to be doing our afternoon show from here. We're going to be talking rock and roll. We're going to be talking rock and roll in New York in the 90s and to the present. And we're just going to hang out, and do what musicians do when they hang out. Sit here and talk some shit, talk about guitars and women. Maybe, I don't drink, so who knows? I don't know if he does, but he can drink something. I'll have one of my custom-made fruit drinks, soon to be available at Neve Industries. Any rate, we're glad you're here, Sam. I can't wait.
Thanks,
Julie and I are
guys.
gonna look forward to seeing you. And
Sam, you rock.
Thank you guys so much for this special birthday. Yeah.
Happy
This special
birthday
birthday
again,
episode
Mike.
was the best. Thank you so
Happy
much,
birthday.
guys.
happy
I'm blown
birthday
away. Totally
to
blown away.
See you
Happy
guys. See you next
birthday
time.
to
Love you guys.